Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good evening. Yeah. Can I speak to a world of believers? Can I lean on your support for my speakings? Been working on this message all week. Been thinking it's too late for the speeches. Who speak? But I think about to go in the deep end. Whoa, just to dodge a couple leeches. Pushing this to the world. To the world. Talks go through the front office. We gon' give it to the world. Give it to the world. After talks with the front office. Push that music to the front office. Get the talks from the front office. Push that music to the front office. Let's talk front office business. FOB. Fresh out of handouts. Unless it's an invoice. Or the cry of the small voice. And a room full of underdogs. How did I forget? Our workflow rebound. How did I forget? Progress will leave its tone. I'm happy to help more beats. Production, they need more beats. This process, they need more beats. Getting to the business with a new launch. Bringing some heat without a torch. Time and discipline, the real cost. Purchase without a passion is a loss. Navigating like a new boss. Ain't trying to be cold with a gift frost. When you're trying to throw my calendar off. Pushing this to the world. To the world. Talks go through the front office. We gon' give it to the world. Give it to the world. After talks with the front office. Push that music to the front office. Get the talks from the front office. Push that music to the front office. Let's talk.
What's up, Fish? How you feeling this morning? Y'all know my spot.
On the orange couch, I ain't chasing clout, but I'm really chasing checks. Gotta keep the hoes in check.
What?
He put me in the front office. I know it may sound awkward, but we gotta move forward. Not trying to be seen, just want the vision seen. Much nicer than I've seen. Only on reality, not living in no dream. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Won't ask twice. Don't pay me once, won't get to play me twice. Sad quiet, mastered all the facts. Might jump on the track. Not only taking calls, but also got your back. Send that Zelle, Bitcoin, Cash App. 25-9, more beats in the trap. Always in the front office. Getting it done in the front office. FOB.
Yo,
we pushing this to the world.
What up, y'all? This is Saturdays with Mr. Ellen Friends. Got all my friends in the building. What's up?
Good morning.
How you feeling about your verse this morning? You kind of went ham on that. You just went right in.
Just a little bit. I'm always ready, though.
You're getting used to the trap.
I'm always ready, though. I'm getting used to the trap.
Yeah.
I've been in the trap my whole life. All my life.
I feel like that was a meme somewhere.
It was from Color Purple. All my life I had to fight.
Right,
I want a girl child ain't safe in the house full of millions.
I get it. Damn. Shout out to Whoopi Goldberg.
That's the only movie that I can quote. That's the only movie I could do a quote from.
What was that Oprah that said that?
I don't know which one of them said it. I just know they said it. Shit.
All I remember is this part.
Nah, my favorite part is that when she had that straight razor to his throat.
Well, it's a lot of.
She should have went for that.
A lot of men as stupid as Mister. That got their women shaving them. That's ready to cut their damn throat.
I used to be a barber in my past life.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm a beauty school dropout, but
haircuts cost $45. I might have to hire you. Shit, it's getting real out here, man.
I used to cut hair. I used to cut hair. That sounded like I was taking a fart, right?
Yeah, for those who don't know, Owen is her husband. Cut ear. Owen.
I used to, whatever.
Cut hair. Oh, I get it, right. But then that could be the airport too, right?
Hair.
Yeah. She's from Chicago, so there you go.
I wish I was in Chicago today.
You still could go. You got time.
I don't know. My family in Chicago.
Those flights are cheap. I saw them.
For today?
Yep. They just dropped.
Oh, shit. I got to check that out.
Go to flights.google.com.
Can somebody get
Can I lean in your support for my speaking?
A flight out of here by about 3 o'clock. I'll be in Chicago. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Are you talking
What?
I can't even say her name.
What?
Is it a surprise party or does she know about the party?
It's not a surprise anymore.
Okay. Well,
it's not a surprise anymore.
If she heard the broadcast today, then that would be blown, right?
Well, no, because it's not. Well, but
she's been a guest on the show.
Yes, right? Elisha.
Right. And she's listens regularly.
Yes,
so
Elisha,
you could have blown the party.
AKA Jan and Anita. Elisha is AKA Jan and Anita.
There's a lot of noise going on.
You know they getting their money. No, no, that's not Mr. Kenny. But anyway, her birthday is on the 25th, but she'll be in Shanghai. No,
Shanghai.
She'll be
in Shanghai.
She's going to Shanghai and I want to say Bali maybe for her 40th birthday. So I remember when she came home from the hospital.
All right, Mister with the garbage can. Jeez.
Yeah, he's dragging
Come
it.
on.
He's dragging it,
Dragging
literally.
it, bro.
Dragging the garbage can.
So when I was coming in today, the first thing Don Boy says, it was a party in here. My bad. It was mad beer. It smelled terrible. So I'm like,
Is that why the door's open? Because I don't smell it.
yeah, I opened. I mean, the guests came and I was like, I didn't want them to inhale it, so I just opened the door for some wind.
Well, your nose is pretty stupid and sensitive. We were driving down
I
the
don't really
street.
like the word stupid, but
Well, whatever.
okay.
Your nose is extremely sensitive
I'm
to
sorry.
the point
Did you
that
notice
you
how traumatized I was
to the
by that
point
word?
that you smell. I
Don't you
apologize.
call me stupid. All my life I had to fight.
Woo, child.
Yeah, you can't trigger a man at 12,
Anyway,
10:45
my
in the
point
morning
is
on
that-
Saturday. Come on.
listen. I had a
Tell me
lot.
about it. Tell me about it. You got something on your mind? Say it.
I got so much
Spill
stuff.
the beans.
So when you just say that being triggered, right?
Yeah.
What I came to a conclusion kind of this morning as I was driving to pick you up.
Right.
And it's like, I have to stop letting irrelevant people interject their negativity, their negativity, their doubt, and just their bullshit into my relationships and into my life in general. It's just so. Because I've been so worked up like all week
Wow.
for 2 weeks now. You know why?
Oh.
I've been so worked up. And then it's been like so many tough conversations this week, right?
Right.
Tough conversations at work, tough conversations at home.
Got to keep talking though.
I know. Tough
talk it through.
conversations with my friends. I know.
Right.
But the idea of having to clear up some bullshit that somebody else injected into
Right.
a space just because they're sad, angry, miserable, and crack-a-lacking. It's pretty
I mean, it could be worse, right?
It could be worse, and I
You
understand.
could be one of
that
those people that met her and saw it on the news. Like, oh shit, they laying niggas off. Oh, let me act busy.
or out, as the case
It's
may
too late.
be.
They got you on video not being busy, bro. Work from home is permanent work
And
from
you,
home now.
listen, I'm not sure what's up with you, but I was rewatching the video from last week. You got to watch your mouth, Joe.
What do you mean? Oh no, I was feeling the way.
No, I know that. I understood. So I'm like, okay. 'cause
Listen, I
when
don't
you
care if
listen to what
anybody
I'm saying.
surfaced that video.
No, I don't care either. What I'm saying,
I could keep it in context.
That's
if
not-
anybody.
that's not the point. I understood the context, and I'm like, oh, he was so in it, and so was I, that I didn't even notice it
noticed
until I
it.
went back. You said it though.
I
You
was
said
very,
I said the
I was
N word a few
very-
times.
and
you
I
meant
have
that
reason
shit.
to.
I
Last week,
understand.
somebody punched me in my fucking face in my studio. So yes, I did use the word nigga. Deal with it. Okay, can we wrap it up? Let's move on.
All I'm saying is good.
I just want to get it over with. All right, we good? We good
I
now?
don't
We
know.
good?
I don't know. Is the world satisfied
Cool.
now?
Are y'all good?
It's out, we said it out loud. The world satisfied.
Spotify still gonna give us the contract? You know
The
what?
fuck? But again, you always say though. We always say
We're making our own
that
network.
it's
We don't
most
need y'all. It's all good.
important for these things to happen now, before we get to the other side of the hard
not-
work. And I'm just saying.
I'm not worried about the other side, man.
I'm not either.
I'm-
I'm just.
I mean, you
listen,
know, at the end of the
I
day-
know I'm worried about the other side. I'm looking forward to the other side, which defines how I react to bullshit.
I'm saying we need the same comfort that Joe Rogan got when he crossed over to the other side of that marketing side.
I'm not. That's not
So
even what I'm talking.
I'm gonna
not
put it on the
talking-
floor like that. You
That's not
sign
what
me,
I'm
this is
talking
what you
about.
signing.
Well, yeah.
When
this
you
is true.
bringing this in, this is what you bringing, right?
So are you saying that?
I'm just saying
are
my
you
day
saying that the
job is
ban?
comfortable with the type of person I am.
Are you saying that the ban is lifted?
I'm not saying the ban
Oh,
is
okay,
lifted.
cool. 'Cause
I'm
we still
saying
have to be
should
present and responsible.
No, right. Okay,
Okay.
responsible. But somebody punch you in the face, you could be irresponsible for a second.
Woo, child.
Jeez.
So I'm gonna be looking like James Brown by the
Instead,
end of the day.
don't text
My
me.
hair
Don't
is-
ask who did. You'll find out. The rumors go out there. You know, they say 90% of all rumors are the truth.
And then there's that 10%.
And then there's the
And then there's the 10 fucking percent.
yeah.
So that's how my week was.
See
Long.
how we fixed it? A therapeutic morning. Our friends just. This is Saturdays and
this
Mr.
is Saturdays
Ella
and
friends.
Mr. L and friends. How many of us have them? So
Got our
y'all see
friends in
that
the
when we say
building.
friends, y'all gonna say how many of us
You
have
can't
them?
teach them now, it's
right?
too
I
late.
can't. No,
You're
I
supposed to
can't.
do that in the
I can't. They gonna
conversation.
pick. These are very smart women. These are very smart women. It's Women's History Month. We have two of our friends.
cut me off.
I can't. You cut me off all the time.
Jesus
This is regular,
Christ,
y'all. This is so regular.
What is happening here? You try to train them on something that should have been done in the pre-interview
Well,
process.
I mean, if our producer was here to train them, then you know.
Good morning, Rob.
Hey.
Good morning, Rob.
Or Joe.
Where is he? Should we call him?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Absolutely not. He know he's supposed to be at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning.
I mean, suppose he in jail or something. Let's see what's happening.
Really? You doing that?
Yeah, we're gonna
But
speakerphone
nobody.
him.
But nobody can.
We can speakerphone him. Look, boom. Look, we put it right on the
I don't want to talk to him.
Why not?
I'm just not interested.
Come on, let's have some fun.
It's not fun to me. I'm not amused. Another Saturday morning where I'm not fucking amused.
We got our friends in the building.
Yes, we do.
Could you call our friends out?
Oh, now you want? Oh, so now you want to give me instructions?
Did you just say hello, bro? What's up? So we live on the air, and I said I'm gonna call Rob and see what's going on. See where our producer is at. You know, how you doing? Tell the world what happened, man.
No, absolutely not.
You telling the world what happened?
Nobody
Listen,
cares.
had little sleep. I was supposed to be traveling upstate today, but that fell through and I go to sleep too
Wah,
much.
wah, wah, wah,
Commissioners having it.
wah.
I know the commissioner don't give a shit.
Wah, 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 wah. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to manage 2 guests, make sure people get to the
said good things take
bathroom.
time.
Oh, no. I'm just saying. Making breakfast
Available on all
and shit this
streaming
morning.
platforms.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck you up next week. Have a good day, bro.
Have a horrible day.
All right. I try not to swing at you, heard? There we go. That was Rob Finesse, everybody. Big round of applause for Rob Finesse. I have my friends in the building that I asked you to call, like Christina and Viviana.
Javiana.
Viviana?
Javiana.
Oh, Javiana. See, that's why I asked you to call them out.
Javiana.
With the J, like Jay-Z?
Javiana.
Javiana. Okay, cool.
Yes.
I'll remember next time.
Yes. We have our friends in the building all the way.
How many of us
all the
have
way from
them?
Connecticut, mind you. Are you going? What we doing? What we
I
doing?
don't know.
What we
What's
doing?
the-
What we doing? I'm not sure why we checking text messages right now. We doing Saturdays with Mr. L.
I'm checking an alert from the commissioner.
That's okay. We here now. We right here. You don't need to check no alerts. We here.
How did
Everything
that just throw your whole rhythm off?
Cause I need you to focus.
I am focused.
Act like we got friends in the building. Act like you know how to act in front of people.
So
Come on.
where were you before
No,
you interjected?
come on, act like you know how to work. How to act in front of company.
Okay.
Jeez, Louis. Y'all know how the kids start just acting up when they think you talking to your friends and you distracted and they get real distracted.
I'm gonna text. I'm gonna text
Don't
the
text
commissioner
me.
back. What the fuck? Because she just texted me. What the fuck?
That was an hour ago.
I know. Well, I'm texting it back. What the fuck back to you?
That was an hour ago.
I got you. Ditto.
Whatever. So we have Christina and Javiana in the building. We met them a few weeks ago when we went to Bloomfield, Connecticut for a women's history event with Serious Voice.
Yeah.
Yes, which she
And
part of her.
you performed with her. You
part
killed
of-
that shit. I got it on video too. Filmed it.
I did okay.
Nah, you killed that shit.
I did
I
okay.
had matching fatigue pants. How
That wasn't intentional. She was supposed to change her clothes. She told me what her outfit was, right? And so whenever we perform together, I always ask her what she wearing. First of all, because I want to make sure that she get it right.
Oh, now you
I am
stylish
yes,
now? Is that
I
what
am
happened?
yes,
Okay.
I am absolutely her
Is
stylist.
that why I'm wearing gray sweatpants?
I don't have
and blue
anything to
hoodie?
do. I don't have nothing to do with
Tissue
that.
sticking
It
out my
ain't no
pocket?
help for your ass. That's just what you do. Catch you Monday through Friday from
Y'all be
8 to
swagging
4
out.
and you good.
Sometimes.
But the weekends, you leave a lot to be desired.
Shit, I'm not. I have no goals to be desirable. So there you go.
I'm just saying.
I do not
I'm
want to be
surprised
on the
you don't have
cover
on the
with
green
Jonathan
shirt.
Mayers. With
Well,
a
you
pink
know what? You did
fucking-
okay though because you got on your Brooklyn Nets hat.
Yes,
the
yesterday I
hat that's
changed it
not
up.
all frayed and yeah. But
Listen, stop checking what I'm wearing.
you did okay. I was just gonna say you got the
Easy.
gray and black with the gray
coffee
pants.
stain.
Well,
It dried up.
that's what she said.
Tough day for you, buddy.
That's what she said.
Mm.
But yeah. What's the weather like today?
I don't know. Let me check your notes.
I don't know. It was really warm yesterday. Yesterday was St. Patrick's
Well,
Day.
yesterday was 30. It started with 33 degrees, and then it went to
Did it?
60, and then
I don't
dipped
know.
back
You
to
was outside
32.
when it was 33
Yes.
degrees.
Today is
33
52, and
degrees.
it's cloudy.
I wasn't outside when it was 32 degrees.
It's 52 degrees and cloudy. And San Juan is 81 degrees. Oh, you picked San Juan
I
because your
picked-
daughter's in
yes,
San Juan,
yes,
really?
I
Is
picked-
that really how you feeling today?
Yes, I
So
picked-
where's the third city that we're supposed to get temperature for?
Huh? Jerry's World.
Jerry's World.
I'm hot. I'm hot just like
Okay.
no.
No.
Okay. Whatever. Yes, I picked San Juan, Puerto Rico because my daughter will be 21 tomorrow. And she is in San
You
Juan.
got kids 21?
Yeah, my babies,
So
Jade and
age check?
Jordan.
I'll be age checking. You up
Hey,
there, fam? What's up?
I am as old as I am and as young as I want to be. What's up?
Okay. I feel like I'm 19.
You say that you're not gonna turn 20?
Nah.
Because you've been saying that for like
It's
4
not
years
gonna-
since I known you. Are you gonna turn 20 or no?
Ever since my son moved out, I've been 19 years old.
Anyway, so Jade and Jordan are turning 21 tomorrow. Jade is in Puerto Rico with her friend Nyla. And yeah, she's having a good time. She got a little red weave and yeah, she kicking
A
it.
rare what?
Weave. She looked really pretty. She
Oh,
sent
you
us
mean
some
her hair?
pictures. Yeah.
Oh, God.
She sent us some pictures yesterday.
Oh.
So yeah. But I'm really happy that my kids travel and that they understand like the club ain't the thing. You know what I'm saying? They want to go places and yeah, I was like,
Ain't no clubs in New York anymore.
I don't know.
That's
know.
just
I
not a
don't
vibe anymore.
I
It's
don't
a
know.
lounge thing. It's
a lot
like-
of people go to the club, don't they?
Nah, it's like a
Like
lounge
no, West Indian people be having mad parties.
thing. Party's not a club.
No, it be in the club.
Oh,
It's
they
a
do
bunch
the-
of-
oh, right, they
it's
do
a
those
bunch of clubs
experiences
in
like
Queens
those,
that you know.
Those Caribbean experiences.
I
they
don't
do
know.
that.
I
they do
I
that shit.
can't.
I see the flyers.
I'm
yeah.
not doing it because the music just don't really. Yep. Don't really rock my body.
What's going on in the world outside of the weather?
And Jay being in Puerto Rico and me talking about my kids traveling.
Oh, okay. I guess that's the
no,
news.
well, no. I'm
That's
just
the
saying.
news with the commissioner. Jeez, I'm sorry.
I
I didn't want to step on your toes. I saw some notes here about some shit
I
happening in
don't
Saudi
know.
Arabia.
You get to rant and you know.
Okay. All right.
I be hearing noises and shit. I be having to look up and see what's
You scared?
going. Hell nah.
You scared?
I ain't never scared. I'm always ready though.
Hey, man. You know, I've been learning the art of ducking all week.
You've been playing the boxing
I've
game.
been playing the
play it on the
box-
Oculus.
Yeah, the Creed.
Play on
I
the-
got
no.
Creed on the Oculus.
Yeah, play on Oculus and then you can.
I've been
'cause you
learning
gotta
how to
move
duck.
and shit.
I've
Yeah.
been learning how to duck. 'Cause
Ooh, you
shit.
definitely needed some training on
After
that.
looking at that footage, I was like, shit, you had at least a fraction of a second to duck.
Like, I don't need to explain, but I want to. I didn't get.
What do you wanna
tea-
explain?
I didn't get tea this morning. Somebody went to Dunkin' Donuts and got
Oh,
the
please
beverages,
don't
and
talk
I didn't
about
get
the
tea this
grocery
morning,
list.
so.
The grocery list that I'm supposed to assume is supposed to happen.
I'm just saying. Green
I'm
tea,
sorry.
don't put the tea in the bag.
Listen, the one thing men
tea
do
in the
not
bag.
have is predictive instinct.
I would prefer that he has
And that's
tea in the
why
bag.
we get in a lot of fucking trouble. Something, what do you want me to tell you? Like, I didn't predict that you was going to complain about not getting the
I'm
green
not
tea after
complaining.
not asking for it.
I'm just
I
thirsty,
couldn't
so I'm
predict
gonna
that.
drink wine. It's fine.
I'm just saying.
I'm just a little thirsty, so
Yeah.
I didn't want to, you know.
You're not thirsty now.
Huh?
Oh, so you want to hear something funny?
Yes.
I poured myself a shot of,
Honey Jack.
no, vodka
Oh, what?
with, I made a screwdriver, right, last night. It's like, and I fell
Backseat
asleep, and it was on the window shield
Did
by
you
my
drink
bed.
any? And you woke up and
Woke
drank
up
it
this morning and said, I left that there. I was like,
I do that a lot.
and Gina did look at me like, ew, and I was just like, so?
You made sure wasn't no gnats in there, right?
I did not check for that. I did not check for ants or gnats.
Can I tell you a story about gnats and drinking gnats?
No, now you just got me thinking that maybe I drank an ant this
you
morning.
got a gnat in. You got a little gnat in the back of your throat.
You pause. Pause.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is that
That shit
sometimes
sounds
I have
weird.
a little bit of wine still left in my glass in the morning on my nightstand, and
Right.
depends on how thirsty I am.
Oh, my
old
God.
wine is bad though. Old wine is like really. I do.
You know, I didn't want to
don't know.
uncover
I
no
don't
your
know.
hidden
My
secret,
my
man.
friends.
Like,
I don't know. My friends. I might be judging me a little bit over there. I don't know. They shaking their head and shit.
I'm judging you. I just judged your ass. I'm sitting here. I sit next to you every Saturday, and I'm like,
You
"Word?"
always judging me. Whatever. It's fine.
Hey, man.
It's fine. No, but old wine is really nasty. Old wine has been out in the open. It's nasty.
It can't taste better than vodka with orange juice. that
Vodka
been
with
sitting
orange
out
juice is
all
better.
night.
Did you at least swish it around?
I
so
didn't
that
even
it
swish it
didn't settle?
around. I did. It was.
Oh, so you had to separate
Yeah, the
it.
orange juice and the vodka was clearly separated, and I still just took it down.
Well, at least you got some vitamin C.
I don't know where you're going with this shit.
I was
but-
just saying, at least you got some
I know
vitamin
you.
C.
I feel like you're trying to tell a joke, and I ain't
I
doing
wasn't.
it.
I wasn't.
Nah,
I wasn't trying to tell a
that
joke.
joke was underneath somewhere. I ain't fucking with you.
Because I had to figure out which
so in
vitamin.
Saudi, the Saudis, all the giant, so the oil giants report $161 billion in profits. So they're making money in oil.
Hell yeah, my gas still costs $50 a tank.
I thought everything was like moving to electric though with Teslas. And
I
all
gas
this.
her up, but she's electric.
Right.
Why you don't have no music playing in the background?
It is music in background.
Why can't I hear it?
I don't know. Your headphones. I'm listening to from Ralph Finesse right now.
I can't hear nothing.
I'll bring it up for you.
It's okay.
For you.
It's not about me. It's about the people.
Right.
It's about the
So
people.
we already talked about Meta laying off 10,000
I think our
employees,
friends
right?
having a good time. They over there cracking.
They're having
the fuck
fun.
up. I like it. They so when we went to Connecticut, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Our drive was what, 3 hours, 3.5 hours?
Yeah, their drive is 1.5 hours.
1.5 hour.
How you do that?
How the
But no, hold up. She was 2 hours away.
But she
drove a half
no.
hour for pickup and then an hour and a half. So, but it's still
It's
shorter
still
than our 3 hour
shorter.
drive. Yes.
And she actually lives in Bloomfield where we went.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, she's close to there.
We'll learn a little bit more about Bloomfield later because I got some questions about that city. That is.
Meet
as she
me at
says.
the pizzeria at 5 o'clock.
I want to know about Bloomfield a little bit. See what's going on up there.
It was, you know what? It was a good time. It was a really great event. It was a lot of. Okay. Did I tell you what my pet peeve was? I don't know if I told them what my pet peeve was, but I'm gonna just say it.
Say it.
So we went to this Women's History Month event
Right.
to perform with Serious
Oh,
Voice.
you about to do that? Don't
Yes.
do that. No, don't go
I'm
there.
doing it. I'm doing it. She's on her Beautiful Hope tour.
Please don't do
right?
it.
So check out Serious Voice and the
You're
Beautiful
live
Hope
on air.
tour. I'm absolutely
Some people
live
possibly
on air.
from Bloomfield might be listening.
That's perfectly
in.
fine. So that next year
Okay.
at Women's History Month, they'll make sure that the women
Are leading the
are
conversation.
leading the conversation.
Jesus.
Period. I couldn't understand that there were
And
so
that there's
many
a
men.
woman DJ because
There's
a woman DJ, in the building.
right?
Yeah.
There should have been a woman
There were
hosting.
a lot of women leaders.
There should have been a
They
woman
should have
hosting
just
the event.
Handed the event to the
The
women. to
DJ
lead it.
He got his shit together, but he kept making the reference to females.
No, that was before. That was pre-show.
Yeah, pre-show, but
Be
he
fair.
got it together.
Pre-show.
He did. I'm giving him credit for getting it together.
It's a good thing you gave
even
him-
though
and
he
you
wasn't
gave
at
him
the
intel.
booth when it was time.
For serious, right? Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He was getting a
but,
drink.
and then there was a whole bunch of men with a whole bunch to say about the shit that they were doing, and I just couldn't understand. And then the one dude that got up to do his poem from his book that he wrote.
I think it might be important to
Woo.
learn how to read your own book.
I just didn't understand. It
happened.
was a women's history
It was
event,
recorded. It's documented.
and I think that
So,
there were
yeah.
more men
showcasing than women.
than women. It's all
I agree,
good
I agree,
because
I
you know
agree.
we just are who we are.
That was our
anyway.
drive
But it was-
away conversation.
It was very.
There were enough women in the building to lead the conversation.
You had to.
I agree.
Yeah, you had women that actually have.
Look at you. You're taking over my damn show. It's Women's Month. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, you know what? We should do that. We should make a temporary logo that says Saturdays with the Commissioner, just for Women's Month.
Well, it's almost over.
It's 2 more Saturdays.
It's one more.
2 more Saturdays.
Is it 2 more?
Yeah.
Oh.
Next Saturday.
Spe-
Oh,
okay, so
right. The 31st is on a Friday. So yeah.
I don't know.
1 more Saturday.
But
We still could do it.
what I did want to say, that was another thing I had on my mind about Women's History Month, right? We always kind of, like Black History Month, we talk about all the inventions and the things that Black people have done and blah, 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 right? And then we go into Women's History Month, the first woman astronaut, the first woman pilot, all of these things, right?
The first woman producer for Saturdays with Mr. L.
That wasn't my
I
point.
don't care about those people, man.
Right,
I care about the women around me that's doing some amazing,
okay, so
incredible
this is
things.
exactly my point. I wanted to
Right.
take a second. I didn't talk to you about this because I'm the producer of the show, right? Even though it's a show.
Like, what you doing after the first? You know what I mean? You got the first, like, whoever's the first. All right, what's next? Who coming right behind them and following up the work?
You talking too much in this
I am.
Women's History Month, and I'm trying to make a point.
I got you. Do your thing.
You're doing that thing they was doing in Connecticut. So what I was trying to say,
You
I have
gonna
a-
throw me under the bus. I comfortably lay under that motherfucker.
That's what she said. But no,
That was a good one.
That was a good one. But no, I have a couple of friends that I don't know if they're watching or not, but I did want to acknowledge a couple of my friends from Women's History Month today. One of those people would be Pinky, my friend Pinky.
Shout out to Pinky.
Pinky Marianne Brown of Pinky's Pots and Pans. She is one of the most solid, like she's solid to a fault. She is one of the most solid friends. What?
I'm just listening.
No, it's like she's so committed.
Why are you
to,
looking at me like I'm
I don't
surprised
know.
in this statement? I can't look and be like,
no,
all right, tell
like
me.
she's committed to family. She's committed to her friends. She's super loyal. Any secret you tell her, she holds it.
Don't
like-
tell me a secret. Shit.
I keep secrets.
It's in the streets, baby.
No, I'm a good secret keeper. But she is like the ultimate vault. You could tell her anything. The type of mother she is, the white, like, and she's an amazing cook. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Pinky. I said Pinky Marianne Brown. Let me get that shit right. That is Mrs. Rayford. She got a husband.
Okay.
Yeah, but no. So I just needed to say, like, the everyday shit is more important sometimes than the super big accomplishments and being the first to do this or the first to do that, right? So Pinky is one person.
Okay.
And then the other person, the other woman that I want to acknowledge is Miriam Smith. With her foundation, Keys to Unlock Your Silence, right?
Yes.
Her domestic violence foundation.
I don't want to say anything because
Well, no, you
tread lightly on this conversation because I don't want to act like I'm leading it.
No, that's not my point.
Know
But
what
no,
I'm saying?
seriously.
Fall
But
back, bro.
Miriam is a board leader for Rochdale Village. She's a community organizer. She has her domestic violence foundation, Keys to Unlock Your Silence. And yeah, they're just doing like really great things. And Miriam has
a lot
always
of events in Rochdale.
a lot of events in Rochdale. She just did a comedy show that had over her and her husband in collaboration had a comedy show that had over 500 guests
Congratulations.
with some
They're
right.
grinding it out.
Yeah, they're grinding it out. They have a catering business. So she's doing like mad things. So I just need to acknowledge those two this week. Next week it'll be a couple more of my friends, but I just wanted to
Yeah, you
acknowledge,
look good on screen. Look at it. Check it out.
the people. I don't know. My hair is doing this thing.
Yeah, your hair is different this weekend.
I'm
I don't
gonna
know
have
if you
an afro
noticed.
by the end of the
Usually
day.
she has like the lock. What kind of things you call those? Like
Faux locks?
Faux locks all the way down your back. Now you're going with the
That should be like a blanket on my back.
short and conservative curl.
Oh yeah.
Is that what it is?
You you evaluating my hair.
I'm just looking at it. I just saw it on there. You know, I got to check and make sure the feed's going right.
So yeah,
Gotta
happy
make sure
Women's
people looking at
History
us,
Month
right?
to my homegirls,
Oh,
Pinky
hopefully they hear us, too.
and Miriam. I hope they watching too.
And you
And
can
then-
watch the show in any place. So we got Saturdays of MrL.com, right? You could go there. We even got the VR episodes available there.
One or two.
Right? No, it's actually 6 there. It's
You know
6
what?
there.
That was pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. None at all.
That was pressure.
And you could also go to newtownradio.com every Saturday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 and listen to the tunes until we get into our
Newtownradio.com.
mode to do our interviews and hang out.
You can go
And
to
we're here from 10 a.m.
Instagram
to 12.
Live.
Instagram Live.
Saturdays with Mr.
Mr.
L.
L on
You can
Instagram.
go to Newtown Radio's Live, Instagram Live, Newtown Radio.
So we're on the 4
Yeah.
feeds, right?
Yep.
And we're on YouTube too. So yeah, if you go to More Beach YouTube, you'll get all that.
We everywhere. Y'all ain't never there.
Whose line is
I
that?
don't know. Jay-Z, I think.
Oh. I was like, damn, really? Damn.
Wasn't that Jay-Z?
I don't know. It was I felt bad for the person that message had to be delivered to.
Hey,
Yo.
don't feel bad.
So
don't cry for me.
you hear about what happened to the
Argentina.
U.S. banks that had to be bailed out?
I told you what happened.
I'm
I text you like, hey, you see these banks closing? I know.
okay, I don't know if
All
y'all
right,
know
cool.
this, but we're in show mode, right? So I act like I've never had these conversations with her. So they flow out organically and feel like a conversation on air. Until somebody says, we talked about that shit already.
Well, we got to talk about it for the people, right?
I tried to get there. I was
So
trying
anyway, there were two major U.S.
co-host
banks.
training.
There were two major U.S. banks that closed this week over the last
Right,
week,
that was
right?
the Silicon Valley Bank, right?
The Silicon Valley Bank.
And so I don't remember the other one, but Silicon Valley and some other one. I think they were connected. But
Yeah, so it was two banks that closed this week, and
Right.
then there was one in London that is Sus Credit or something like that. SUI.
I don't know.
You don't know? You go to London
I
all
don't
the
know.
time.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know Swiss Credit was.
Oh yeah, they're facing the same.
And then now
the
we have
same
One
downfall.
Republic, but that one Republic,
First
is-
Republic.
First Republic got saved by. Oh, why do
Yeah.
you call him the homie? All right, so I took this job at J.P. Morgan, right?
Right.
And I had 2 mornings where my dumb ass got in the security elevator that Jamie Dimon was walking in and had to
executive
take the
security
goddamn elevator up with Jamie Dimon.
Well, I don't know. You talk about work so much, and I never.
So he's not the homie. My dumb ass
That's-
got into the security elevator and didn't realize it was the security elevator. And the
So-
security guard let my black ass go up there with
Well,
him.
so for people who don't know,
shoulda said
because-
no, it's for
because
Jamie.
I didn't know this for the last
you.
until 6 months ago. Jamie Dimon is the head
CEO of JP Morgan.
CEO of JP Morgan Chase.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was
said-
fortunate enough to kind of like be.
So you've had a few interactions
Yeah,
with
like
him.
2.
Right, well,
and then I yelled the next day. I said security. I said, "Yo, you purposely let me get in this elevator. It's like you could have just said, "Yo, it's for Jamie," and I'd have been like, "Okay, go." You know?
but the thing is,
Do you know how uncomfortable that was? It was
I don't
12
know.
floors of what the fuck.
I don't know why you were uncomfortable. Did you say hello? Did you say
I
good
just
morning?
say good morning. I just say what's happening. I don't know how to do all that formal shit.
Right,
I just
well,
be like, hey, what's happening?
But that's
How's
what
your day?
that
And
what
leave it-
that's
keep it
what
moving.
draws people to you, though. That you're just regular. You don't
not gonna
care
be like,
who
"Hey,
it is.
sir, how
it
you
could
doing?"
be Jamie Dimon or Jesus Christ. I think you're gonna have the same energy, and
I
that's why
don't know.
people.
I probably have a lot of questions for Jesus Christ.
You got a lot of questions for Jamie Dimon. Shit.
I don't know. Like Jamie's pretty out. He'll say exactly what the fuck's on his mind. Jesus might be keeping some shit from us that we need to know. I'm just saying, man. I don't feel like they got the conversation out the way in 2 books.
Better by and by. That's what Jesus gonna tell you.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, Negro him. So no, but I did put in the notes Jamie Dimon, the homie, because as I was watching the news yesterday and he was having a conversation.
You can't call him. Let's just move. Let's drift the conversation to something else. Russia shot down a $30 million.
that's where we going to Russia? Okay.
Russia just shot
If
down a
that's more
$30 million
comfortable.
drone, right, in the Black Sea that passed 19 times and sprayed it with fuel.
So basically, they had Russian fighter jets between Russia and the Ukraine. Of course, we have our military people there. We have our
hold on. The United States shouldn't have military people.
They have their drones. They're spying just like everybody else. They have a
shouldn't be.
responsibility, and it was open, free airspace.
There's no such thing as open free airspace.
What do you mean? It's airspace.
Somebody paying for that
Who
airspace.
put the rules in? Anyway,
I don't know who put the rules in.
so anyway,
Federal commissions or some shit. I don't
the
know.
Russian
Global commissioners? I
fighter
don't know.
planes continue to circle and antagonize. If you can antagonize a drone, sprayed fuel on the drone and
destroyed it.
And destroyed it.
No, hold on. She's not telling the story right. Russian jetters downed a U.S. drone between Ukraine and Russia. What the fuck is a U.S. drone doing between Ukraine
What
and Russia?
do you mean? The same thing that
Get
we
out
doing,
people's
sending them
business.
billions of fucking dollars. We
Get
in
out their
everybody's
business,
business. That's
man.
what we do.
Get out
That
their
is America's
business,
business.
man.
Everybody's business.
If you don't know, Ukraine is formerly Russia, and Russia's having
So
beef
they
with they old school friends, and we getting involved because we want resources in Ukraine. Sound familiar, Desert Storm?
Boy.
Come on, man. We ain't got time for another world war.
Well,
I want my grandkids to be good.
it's happening.
I want my grandkids to be
That
good.
was a direct threat, if you ask me.
Hey, listen, I don't think that's a threat. They
You don't
should have
think
shot
so?
it down. Like, what's that doing here, bro? Right? Just like Biden should have shot down a Chinese balloon, right? And he didn't.
He did eventually.
After it drifted across the whole damn country and took pictures.
Well, they
I should
wanted-
have looked up and smiled.
You
Hi,
have a
China.
great smile.
Nah, that's what she said.
That make
We
me
got
think
some
about
guests.
that
We're at
song.
11:07, so I think we should take a
We
break,
at
listen to some music, hang out with our
11:07.
guests, find out about their lifestyles and their culture and what's really popping in Bloomfield, right?
They was popping in Bloomfield.
Get some insight on the businesses that they're managing,
That they're
right?
connected to, yes.
Yeah, and
That they're managing, that they have created, that they are founders
I feel like
of.
what do you feel like listening to on this break?
I was gonna say.
Lipstick check?
I was gonna. Yeah, I don't think we didn't do. She didn't do lipstick check.
No, she didn't. Let's
yeah,
go
do
there.
lipstick check. That's good.
We're gonna
That's a
listen to
good
some
song.
lipstick check
And
from
then we
Sirius
coming
Voice.
back with
We coming back with
Javiana.
Javiana? Did she put her hand up to go first, or you just that's what you want to do? We'll be right back. Society's Mr. Ellen Friends. I got all my friends in the building. The commissioner's on my side, making sure that I'm on check. I'm doing Aunt Robert's MIA, of course. And I have Javiana and Christine in the building. We'll be right back.
Lipstick, do a lipstick check. Lipstick check, lipstick check. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Are you in tune with the one who got you blessed? I never been one to slip, fall down, let them see me sit. So caught up, I'm running it. Keep my head up, Tupac in it. Even when I ain't in it, my voice be in it. My name is serious and sure not Bennett. I be a hella mess without him. Let's go. Without him. When I put my makeup on, I ain't looking for the critics. God is my witness. Maybelline did it, and you marvel at the fit it. Her brow so defined, eyes reflecting the light. Convo so good, you swear I'm Barbara and Knife. It's the God flow that keep me on the low low. When my inner man, she says go go. Weapon come like pennies, dropping downs like many. My God at the ready, taking out all the enemies. No weapon form can touch me, no weapon form can harm me. See? I've been here and I've done that. My lips stay on track. The webs come won't prosper. I speak life, that's gospel. Lipstick, do a lipstick check. Lipstick check, lipstick check. Are you in tune with the one who got you blessed? Are you doing a lipstick check? Fixing attitude, making sense. Keep it God first, not second best. You are locked in, checking mental test. Spiritual girl making sense. Ain't no Gina mining sense. Before your makeup, you got check. For your makeup, you got check. I got the contour that's couture. See my attitude, check at door. And my feelings, I curb her and more. Cause before I gotta go say a pray or no contract signed without his word. I am a beauty in the making skirt. Put a pause on concealer, pause the lip liner, put down the toffee powder, invite God in, get the healer. Let's go. Lipstick, do a lipstick check. Lipstick check, lipstick check. Are you in tune with the one who got you blessed? Lipstick, do a lipstick check. Lipstick check, lipstick check. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Are you in tune with the one who got you blessed? Do a lipstick check, lipstick check. Are you in tune with the one who got you blessed? Do a lipstick check. Are you in tune? Are you in tune? Lipstick check.
I gas her up, but she's electric. It drives her crazy all the time. I gas her up, but she's electric. That's her bipolar state of mind. She's enticing. She's a hybrid. Living life in the fast lane excites me. She's enticing. She's a hybrid, living life in the fast lane excites me. I gas her up, but she's electric.
She used to laugh at the jokes that were corny, and used to say the weird smile made her own, and used to understand the time I've been touring. She always let me ride when it's awkward. Try to grab my hand when we walking. We power up a motor while talking. That's why I gas her up. Yeah, the engine always on, no waiting. That's why I gas her up. Then I always warm when I walk in. That's why I gas her up. Now I'm looking for breakfast in the morning. Now she pushing me away when I'm snoring. She saying that the jokes got corny. She chuckle at this verse I'm recording. She act like the moments got boring. I let her play for the team she's starting. Now a new sign calls and I tolerate the struggle, cause that bubble made me gas her up. She's so electric.
It drives her crazy all the time. I gas her up, but she's electric. That's her bipolar state of mind. She's enticing. She's a hybrid. Living life in the fast lane excites me. She's enticing. She's a hybrid. Living life in the fast lane excites me. I gas her up, but she's electric.
What's happening, y'all? This is Saturdays with Mr. L and Friends. I got all my friends in the building. Oh, I hear you in the background over there. There you go. Commissioner just ran down some steps because, you know, that end of the song is always our cue to do something, right?
Well, it's a little cold.
I need you to get... Oh, is it too cold for you? So I made the room cold for you, and it's still not... And it's too cold for you.
Give me 6 seconds. I'll be hot again. That's
Gotcha.
fine.
All right. I got all my friends in the building. The commissioner, of course, on the microphone, keeping us in check and making sure we are on time and doing what we're supposed to do because of our producers, MIA. And I got all my friends in the building. I got Christina's in the building. Shout out to Christina all the way from Connecticut. Drove down to hang out with us, you know. Yeah, tri-state area representing. And of course, sitting next to me to my left is someone we just met about a week and a half ago. Was it a week? I feel like it's only
2
7
weeks.
days.
It's
Was it
been
2 weeks?
now.
Yeah, it feels longer than that though. All right, we went to Bloomfield, Connecticut for an event, women's event, right? And Siri, we hung out with Siri's voice and we watched the commissioner perform "Hear Me Roar." Right? Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I just don't have any headphones. I'm good. I'm just
It's
trying to
right
get
there. It's
mine.
already connected. It's not working. It's connected.
I know it's connected.
Oh,
But
I
that's
thought I
not what we're
tested
talking
it.
about.
Okay, cool. I'm getting to it.
I know.
I'm getting to it.
I know.
And the young lady next to me was at the event representing all the strong women in Connecticut, right?
All the strong women.
Yeah, all the strong women at this event, of course, because there's more strong women, of course, in Connecticut. Right? She's the founder and president of Porchlight Group Academy. And we want to talk about a little bit of her experiences in Bloomfield. I'm trying to figure out what's happening out there also. I know she don't want to talk about it, but give a big round of applause for Javiana Jenny. Oh, I mean, can I call you JJ, like from Good Times? JJ, I don't mind. You ever got teased with that in school, like Javiana Jenny?
Her name is really.
Who set your mic up like this? We got. Come on, come
No,
on.
wait, that's my new name right now.
Can't hear you yet. I can't hear you.
Oh.
There we go. Get you some vibe. So they never called you JJ in school.
No, never.
I would have called you JJ in school. It's a good thing you didn't go to school with me. I would have definitely did that. So tell me about Porchlight Group Academy.
So Porchlight Group Academy is part of Porchlight Group Incorporated. And Porchlight Group Incorporated has 3 businesses underneath it, which is Porchlight Group Academy, which is the credit repair business to help entrepreneurs gain generational wealth. And then we have a real estate business as well as a notary business, and they all work really well together.
Because the first thing the commissioner says is like, I think you need her there because aren't you looking for a house? You need to talk to about credit repair. And I'm like, yo, you gonna pull my personal bills in the street? It's a pandemic. My credit is.
Well, the thing is this: the whole point of our friends being here and us bringing
credit
people
report
into the
steamrolled over
space
me.
is for them to share their resources, for us to share our resources, and for them to give us information that we may or may not have. And she ain't just buying houses, as I put in the post.
She's
she
a property.
buying buildings.
Yeah,
She about to buy blocks. So. I think we need Javiana here.
I mean,
hey girl, hey.
Give a round of applause to Javiana Jenny. I mean, from what I'm seeing, it says you got your bachelor's in business management. Where'd you get that degree?
University of Harvard.
Nice. What other degrees do you have?
I have a master's in organizational psychology, which is basically studying the human behavior to make the workplace to make the workplace a better place for employees.
From what I can tell from your posture, your degrees keep you warm, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Remember the Kanye?
yes.
Your degrees keep you warm.
Yes.
You seem to have a great handle on
Thank you.
how you manage your career
Thank
and your
you.
success. So congratulations on all that.
Thank you.
But the academy is focused on building professionals, correct?
Correct. It's
So how bad are the professionals you're building? Like where they starting from? Like if I was like, are you like grassroots guys or guys that have to come in with kind of like they have to have a prerequisite of skill before you work with them, or you just working with them from like no knowledge of credit repair or business investment?
Everybody has to either be an entrepreneur or is looking to be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So I'm just not a regular credit repair company. What I do is help other entrepreneurs leverage their credit to
So using credit for a purpose. Right.
to gain business
Right.
credit.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, maybe we need to talk. I could use a couple. Yeah. I think I got a Dunn's number. That's all I did.
Oh, there's so much more.
Yeah. Man, I guess I'm trying to figure out. So, what is the process though? Like, if I walked in and said, "Hey, Javiana, my company needs resource from creditors or lenders, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step?
So first we'll have a consultation talking about what your expectations are. I will tell you what my expectations are, just because I need you to be part of the process. This is not a business where we do everything for you, kind of a joint effort. And then we start off with repairing your credit to at least get it to a 720.
Okay, that sounds healthy.
Mm-hmm.
How long does that take?
It depends on the person, because unlike other credit repair companies, we pay per the deletion. They pay per the deletion, so it's like kind of like a guarantee.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So they have to tell me what's in their budget, and then I will delete accordingly.
What? So, how do you what is the question I'm asking? What does the relationship look like? Like, so I approach you, you say, we can do this in this span of time. This is your commitment to us to do that. Is that how it works? And then,
Yes.
and then you do you look at the whole plan like in phases, and then you guide them through the thing that has to be done before the other one?
So there's two parts of Porchlight Group Academy, and the first part, one part is me doing it for you, and the other part is doing it yourself. I have ebooks and stuff to do so that you can do it yourself.
Right.
And then if you want to work with me and you want me to help you do it or delete it yourself,
Then that's the consultation fee, bro.
It's a little bit more expensive, but
Right.
that's
where I was trying to get to.
that's
Like,
that's
all
what
right,
that is.
How does it work? Like, okay, I have the opportunity to do the learnings and to gain experience and the knowledge on my own, or I could just say, hey, listen, I need to focus on this part of the business. Can you focus on that for me? And you can provide consultation services based on that.
Yeah, so what I will do is you'll say, hey, I need funding. And I said, hey, what's your credit look like? I'll look at your credit. Usually it's most likely under 700. I
Right.
rarely get anybody over 700. And then I said, if you want to get the funding, the tens and thousands of dollars, hundreds and thousands of dollars in business credit, we need to repair your personal credit.
Okay,
And
right, that's fair.
Yep, and that's how we do it.
Right.
And with business credit, you get so much more because our personal credit isn't able to handle the hundreds and thousands of dollars in debt versus a business can handle millions of dollars of debt, and it won't even reflect on your personal.
So question, what was your credit like before you took your journey?
I think I had like a 680, 650, but that was because I didn't know anything about credit card utilization.
Right.
There was no like derogatory marks or anything. I just didn't know anything. I just used
Right.
up all my credit cards. I was just getting out of grad school.
You use them how you use them, and you
Just-
don't realize that you got to stay on the 33%.
For us it's 10% if you want to get the funding.
Oh, gotcha.
That
For the business or for personal?
for business,
okay.
personal you'll be able to get, but if you get under 10%, you'll get for example like 50 grand in line of credit, $25 credit card,
Gotcha.
$25,000 credit card every time. So
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
yes,
Yeah, maybe we need to talk a little bit.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, because
definitely
I always find
our
myself in this
counsel.
situation where I'm using my personal kind of like
Oh, no.
resources for my business, and it's just like, and I know during the pandemic I realized I
Every
was
day.
doing it wrong, and I just changed it. I kind of changed the model a bit. I split up the bank accounts and all that, so it's like,
And that's why when your business is made to have millions of dollars of debt, and I'm not saying to get in millions of dollars of debt, but one thing I use is that if you're going to invest, that's where you use the debt to flip your money.
gotcha.
So I was able to put a down payment on a commercial property by doing that. And I would never have been able to do that unless I had the business credit.
Oh, interesting. So I could buy a building if I want,
You can.
instead of renting a room in this building.
I brought 2 in 6 months.
Oh,
That was part of our conversation when we met at the bar at the pizzeria in Bloomfield, and we're having this conversation. She's like, "No, I bought a multifamily, and I bought this, and in this much of time." And I'm like, "Oh, that's why I'm like,
oh, cool.
you don't have to necessarily get a."
Was that
single
always your
family.
path to want to do that business, or you just it just happened organically?
I was in HR for 12 years. That's what I wanted to do. I started when I was like 19. And then when I turned 30, I was like, ugh, no, I can't do this. Corporate drained me. I was a black woman in corporate, so I just couldn't do it anymore. So then I ended up taking a leave because I had some personal things going on. And then I got swept up in a pandemic because we didn't know the pandemic was
Everybody
gonna
got
happen.
swept up in the pandemic.
But I was actually on leave right before the pandemic, so I got swept all in it, and I was like, this is a great opportunity to do what I want to do. And I always was into real estate. I just didn't know how to get there. And then I was looking for funding for I do have an HR business just to keep like my certifications and to keep me updated because I'm just not ready to let it go yet. Doing some HR consulting, but I was looking for funding to do like a credit card because I just didn't want anything in my personal name. Then I realized that you can get like thousands of dollars. Like, I don't know how, I don't remember what website I was looking at, but I realized you could get thousands of dollars in business credit. And I was like, I wonder if I could get my down payment for a house. And then I did some research and I was like, boom, there it was. So during the pandemic,
Ouch. Yes.
I just
congratulations.
I just did it for a
fire.
whole year. And then the year later, I met my business partner and then he put some confidence in me because I was also a little bit nervous. And then
Everything I tell my guys at where I'm working at now, everything you do is an execution and confidence that shows whether you can do it. And
that's all it is.
I try to instill that in the commissioner and then the team with our timelines for releasing albums. And they think that the product that we're putting out, music, right? I'm talking about the music business we're doing. They think that it has to be at the level or the surface of the higher players in the game. And I'm telling them they just got to learn how to deliver first. And once you master the art of delivery and you have that confidence in your delivery, it doesn't matter what level of the game you is, you're going to be successful. So it's like, because we were able to put out 28 albums in 3 years with our team. Yeah.
Wow. And now we need some funding.
Now we need some funding so we could put it on the front of every television and make sure that syncs happen timely. But yeah, we have some sync opportunities that's happening. But in order for those sync opportunities to happen, we got to figure out how to amplify our marketing.
Got it.
Once we amplify our marketing, we will lock in those syncs.
I always say there's three things for an entrepreneur to get started and what they need. The first thing is the discipline and focus, number one. Number two, either the education or a mentor. And then number three, the capital to do it.
Right.
And if you have those things, because you can't do anything until you're right in the mind. And everything else will come.
So what do you say to yourself every morning to inspire yourself to continue to do what you do?
I'm too close to fail. I'm too close to fail. God wouldn't bring me this far if it was here. How do I say it? God wouldn't bring me this far just to leave me hanging.
Wow.
Because I brought 2 houses in 6 months right before the winter. And when I say that was very hard, that's 8 units in total.
Everything
3 storage
that could go
units.
wrong.
People don't realize when you buy multifamily houses, if it's a good one, every unit has its own furnace, every unit has its own water heater, every unit has its own boiler or whatever it is. And Connecticut gets cold, just like New York. And you could just imagine.
Colder, actually.
That's how healthy you could tell your house is what's going on in winter. So I brought them both. And of course, they were.
How did the snowstorm do to your properties this
we didn't get any snow in Connecticut this
lucky
winter.
lady.
Thank God. We got some cold.
Lucky lady.
Yes, I had a heat issue. Gas company shut me down for 5 days. Like, it was on, but by the grace of God, everything happened. And chimney issues. And I just was like,
what do your tenants think of you? Have you met all your tenants?
Of course.
What do they feel about you?
Well, one building, they know I'm about my business, and they know when they call me, things get done within 1 day.
Oh. Are they nervous? Are they like, she might put me out? She might not re-sign the lease?
No, I don't get into that. My thing is just pay your rent. And if I had this one girl that hasn't paid me, she didn't pay me for a couple like months, and I still treated her like human, but it doesn't matter. My attorney was still like, I don't handle those problems.
Right. Yeah.
And then it is not.
You put somebody in the
To
middle
delegate.
of
Like you do.
because you can't get involved. You gotta get to the level where you're on that wealthy level, wealthy mindset. I'm not at that wealthy level. I'm on a wealthy mindset, so I just tell my attorney, handle it.
that. Yeah. I guess I kind of tell that to the team. Look past all of the small things that just get in the way of goals.
But my other building, we were going through some litigation. We're almost done. So
It's done though, right?
almost
Almost. Okay.
half of it's done.
Do you have tenants in all of your properties?
I just filled all of them except for one commercial unit.
Congratulations.
I just filled, and that was part of the litigation, so that was more
you go.
until the
Congrats.
litigation's over.
That's what we talking
Thank
about.
you. Yes, I just filled them all.
So
Thank
you're
you.
about to maximize on that investment. Very quickly.
Well, so how it works is that you get the business credit to put the money down, and then you have that money. You have a little extra money to take care of the property. Then you take care of the property. You do things that are like that will bring the property up so high. Like for example, you add an extra room that brings $20,000 worth of value. To your
So you're adding value to
yeah,
the
you
property.
do little things that is a less amount
So
of
when an
money.
appraiser comes there,
Correct.
the value goes up, and then you
Correct.
have a escrow in the background to kind of pull out of the account and say, "Hey, mom, I get you.
So
I'm
then,
there with you."
so then you bring your value up, you get things to straight, and then you refinance. The problem is right now, as you know, the interest rates are very high.
Right.
And I go off the philosophy, I don't do anything in desperation. I wait. And thank God I waited because I was ready to refinance last fall.
Right.
But thank God I waited because the rates are going down. And when you're doing commercial, if the regular personal is 6%, commercial 7%. So now I'm waiting until it goes down, and I'm just at this point now where I'm just trying to.
What's your what do you have like a sweet spot for percentage for it to be at before you just execute? Like is it gotta
Me,
be at
I
4,
will
5,
by 5%.
5%? Okay.
And I didn't think I was going to be able to refinance until next year. I mean, to the end of this year, but all this stuff happened. I was like,
Yeah, it's
thank
about to-
God.
yeah,
I
there's
mean,
a lot
I know it
going
sucks
on,
for
yeah.
other
Some people, right.
but for me in real estate, if you have like, thank God, because
Yeah, by
hopefully
fall I'm hearing it's going to be even
lower.
different. Yeah.
And I'm just trying to hold out just so I can get money, and then you refinance, you take the money, refinance, pay all your debt off, and flip it and do it all over again.
I haven't bought my first home yet, but I got my eye on it because of my situation, and I kind of want to take advantage of it because I'm not sure what this window looks like. You know what I mean? It's like so. It's like man, this is a window to kind of make a move that could change everything.
If you have money or have access to get money right now with this crash, it's the best time to do it.
Okay, cool. That's all I need to hear.
Best time to do it. When everybody's desperate thinking about the other way, it's good for investors, and then it's the opposite.
Yeah,
the
this
opposite
is.
So
effect.
everybody is trying to go and get their money out the bank
Yeah.
right now.
I think I just learned way too much in a very short time.
So it's the opposite effect with investors.
Yeah.
In real estate, it's always a good deal because what happens is when the market goes up, rent goes up. When the market goes down, rent goes up. So you're usually never winning. I mean, losing.
Yep. And I, you know, I keep
about it.
I keep telling like my cousins are like, "Oh, don't buy it in Brooklyn." And I'm like, bro, every time I look into the books, the Brooklyn values are going up, and now I'm watching them decline. I'm watching like they're going. I mean, I seen some homes like almost 10-15% lower than they was last summer, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Brooklyn is definitely on an up and coming. I know Chicago
looking at-
is, Detroit.
Yeah, Chicago
a
is
lot of areas are up and coming. Philly, I think, is another one. A few of my mentors I follow is
They're
over
in
there.
Philly?
So I don't know them. I follow them.
Okay.
So like follow their programs and stuff. So
So
yeah.
what's next for you now that you have?
I'm probably gonna get 2 more properties just so that I can just ease. And I honestly did.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, just to ease, and I don't know, probably be like an adjunct professor or something. I just love to teach and just chill for the rest of my life.
You got connections? That you ready to go into the teaching kids?
Well, when
Professor?
when you have a master's degree, you can teach up to the master level.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so Gina, did you hear that?
So
She just got her master's degree. Like,
so it's an adjunct.
I didn't know
So you
that.
can't. I mean, to be a full-time professor, you have to have a doctorate, which I'm not doing.
Okay.
But to be an adjunct, which is part-time.
Okay. Yeah, I see a lot of those at Brooklyn College, actually.
Yeah.
So everybody, give a big round of applause for Javiana Jenny in the building. Thank you for hanging out with us
Thank
here
you.
at More Beats Saturdays with Mr. L and Friends.
So
I got the commissioner keeping us in check. I got Christine in the building hanging out with us. Rob is still MIA. And, of course, I'm Mr. L. We'll be right back. We're going to listen to a little bit more tunes, and we're going to come back to another interview with Christina. How you feeling?
That's
You
my
good?
best friend.
Nice.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go
What's the
best
chances
friends.
that Lipstick Check is playing right now? I was just cycling through right. We'll be right back. Saturdays with Mr. L and Friends.
Do a lipstick check. Lipstick check. Lipstick check. Are you in tune with the one who got you blessed? Lipstick. Do a lipstick check. Lipstick check. before you wreck yourself. Are you in tune with the one who got you blessed? Do a lipstick check, lipstick check. Are you in tune with the one who got you blessed? Do a lipstick check. Are you in tune? Are you in tune? Lipstick check.
Yeah. I can read you like a book. I can feel we ain't the same. But I ain't like when you do it. So tired of all the games. You know where you gotta look. Everything you need is right here. For me, I give you peace of mind. I'm free from your fears. Tell me I shouldn't worry, but all I do is just work. Can't even tell if you're hurt. Can't even tell if we work. Your love it feel like a perk. I think I'm gonna need a nurse. It was a kind of rehearse. I knew this shit was a curse. You knew my lifestyle before you came up in it. So why now? All of a sudden now you quitting. See why now? My mama told me, but I never did listen. I was bombarded by my own superstition. I don't want a woman, but never need her. I'm used to bitches lying and cheating, so don't believe her. But dick up in the liver, she shiver. Make you think she got a fee, had some good times. But I think it's best that I should leave. It's gonna take time. I think it's best we take a breather. I ain't never lied when I said I really need you. My friends said they keep you around, that you a keeper. Don't even know how hard it is to keep you. Funny girl, I never really used to care. Never really used to care. Yeah, never really used to care. Never really used to care. Sipping on Patron in the studio. I don't even get drunk no more. I just smoke a blunt, ease the pain. Yeah, think it's gon' ease the rain. No, I don't feel the same since I wasn't younger. I knew I would change. It's a fucking world. I'm a whole different breed. They don't even know what I need. I don't even know what I need either. Like, sometimes I get caught up in my little vibes where I just want to be by myself and, you know, I don't even want nobody around, but then, you know, I get lonely. Cause, you know, we all human. So I tend to want to get attached. Yeah. But I'll be dumb to get attached. I can read you like a book. I can feel we ain't the same. But I ain't like when you do it. So tired of all the games. You know where you gotta look. Everything you need is right here. Me, I give you peace of mind. I'm free from your fears. Tell me I shouldn't worry, but all I do is just work. Can't even tell if you're hurt. Can't even tell if we work. Your love it feel like a perk. I think I'm gonna need a nurse. It's feeling kind of rehearsed. Don't know who's lying is worse. And that's the first.
What's happening, y'all? This is Saturdays with Mr. L and Friends. I got all my friends in the building. The commissioner is here, keeping me in check. I got Javiana in the building. JJ in the building.
Javiana gets money. She get money. She gets money.
And of course, to the left, young lady we met at the same event we met Javiana in Bloomfield, Connecticut. And I guess the first impression I would say is she was doing some recruiting, and she was like diving in on the recruiting. If you know somebody who need a goddamn job,
let them
hit me up.
I'm running 22 school bus companies. What y'all want to do? You can get a job. Get your license.
And I looked at Jerry and was like, she might need to be a guest on the show.
Is that when I was mic'd and I forgot that I had the microphone?
Yeah. Oh well, that happened. So I had the headphones on the camera, and I was micing the commissioner because we're capturing some BTS for some video footage we're putting together for him, and she was engaged with conversations with you and Javiana, and I was just listening, like, oh, sound like guests for the show. Yes. But I did come over and say, hey, listen, you're mic'd. I'm listening.
Right. Yes, it was definitely a dope.
I didn't want to be.
My mouth get loose.
Well, I just wanted to make sure, you know. So to my left is someone who is a recruiter, right?
Yes, I am.
Also property owner, right? Her husband has a lot of kids, right? I would say a lot because I only got 2.
Yes,
when my brother went to 3, I was like, yo.
You always talking about somebody got a lot of kids. Mind your children.
Whole lot of. I mean, it was 8 of us. So
yes,
yeah.
that's
Me too. No.
Yeah.
No,
it was 8 of y'all. To my left is Christina Smith. Give a big round of
Good
applause. for
morning.
Christina
Good
Smith.
morning. Hey, girl.
I
Hey.
shouldn't have left out that she also has her own business. So tell me about the business that you run on your website, online business, because you're wearing some of the clothing now, right?
Yes, correct. This is one of my bodysuits. My business is Poetic Vibes. It's
You know,
pretty
I
much-
spelt that wrong
You
three
did.
times.
You did, and I caught that,
So
but that's okay.
I put an S on it, then it had the E
Then you
in
have
it.
an E. I'm
and then-
like, bro,
to
I
it.
sent it to you exactly the way it is.
Hey, listen.
It's all
So
love.
can you
did
spell
see
it for the public so they can get to it? Because we don't know how to spell poetic, but I keep getting the vibes wrong, right?
Yes.
So it's
So-
poetic
You
vibes,
always get the vibes
VYBS, right?
It is.
Correct.
It is not. It
See,
is
I'm fucking it up
Poetic,
again.
as spelled regularly. POETIC VYBZ. We gotta
Okay.
throw that Z on there.
Okay, VYBZ. Wait, why are you looking at me crazy?
.com.
Because I'm just trying. You like, I thought you were like really smart in school, and sometimes it just take you to. You got everybody's name right today, though, so I'm gonna give you a break.
I did not get Javiana's
You
wrong.
did. No, when you were talking
I
to
called
her,
her
you did.
Viviana or something.
No, that was, you got it right from there.
Oh,
That's
okay, but I
progress for
did
you.
not get it right. I don't know.
Poetic
That's okay.
Vibes.
Yes,
VYBZ.
.com.
Poetic Vibes.
Yes,
Poetic
.com.
Vibes.
Definitely check
So
out
tell me
my
about the
website.
outfit you got on today.
All right,
Bodysuit.
so this is a one-piece bodysuit. It
Yeah.
is stretchy. And currently,
Is it warm enough for a day like today? It's 52
It is.
degrees outside
It
New
is.
York.
This is perfect for the weather. You can kind of wear this pretty much from your whichever you're going. And
When did you start the business?
29th, 2020,
2020?
October of 2020.
Cool. How well is it doing?
It's doing well.
People buying shit
Yeah, they
every day?
are. They are. I definitely have a great sale going on. So if you are looking to get some cute fits at a good price, definitely check me out.
What's the vibes for your gear?
VYBZ.
Yes. So it's I
Jeez.
was born in the 80s, but I'm really a 90s girl at heart. So I like
Born
to
in the
sell
80s?
clothes. Yes.
So
Late
would I be wrong to say 8? What year?
No, I'm 87. I'm 35.
Oh, you young kid. Wow. Shit, I was born in
She a
75.
grown ass woman, dog.
Yes, yes. Nothing little about me.
87?
She a grown
I
ass
remember
woman,
what I was
dog.
doing in 87.
87 was a good time.
Yeah, I think that probably was the first time Rakim came out. I feel
So
like
she said
87
she started
was
the business in October of 2020, right?
During the pandemic.
during the pandemic.
Right. That's what I'm about to say. During the pandemic. So did you have like a lot of?
So I started
The
it
challenge.
Because nobody was going outside, so
This is true. This is
But they
true.
were on .coms.
everybody was
Correct.
on .com.
Everybody was on the .com.
Which is what inspired me to create a clothing line during the pandemic, because I know I needed something of myself, something that I invested in. The jobs are not dependable nowadays, and
That is true.
I knew starting up a second side hustle that I'm passionate about would be a great thing to do during this time.
I do.
Unknown.
I do remember the panic that I experienced during the pandemic. Like it was like extreme amount of layoffs and
Absolutely.
companies trying to recover or trying to figure out whether they're going to even exist after the pandemic. And it was like it turned into this thing where it was 3 months, then it was 6 months, then it was 12 months,
Yes.
and then everybody started to think, "Damn, this might be the future world."
Exactly.
It was no. So
There was no direction
Yeah, it
during
was
that
like
time.
we all did not know what was going to happen. So to have the tenacity to start your business, congratulations, because
Thank
a
you
lot of
very
people
much.
sat and wait. I definitely did not sit and wait.
Exactly. No, you can't. If you stay stagnant, you won't
Yeah.
go anywhere. So.
And so you also updated us that you are a homeowner as well.
Well, my husband owns the
Right.
property, but I definitely do, a lot of when the tenants come, I'm there, making sure.
So you're
clean.
like the building manager.
She's his
Exactly.
commissioner.
Yes, I am definitely the voice of the business.
Like,
Everybody
yeah.
needs a bad guy, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So your husband don't have to ask for rent. You be on it.
There
Yo,
you
bro,
go.
what's
Oh,
good?
absolutely. I'll be knocking at that door.
I'm the lawyer. What's up?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. It's definitely a hard time to, have people in properties right now just because of the, everything that's going on. You want to make sure you get somebody who is a good tenant, somebody who's going to pay their bills.
Right.
Because we did have somebody who stopped paying their bills for like 6 months. So you definitely don't
Ouch.
want to mix business with pleasure, when you are a homeowner.
I mean, I feel like a lot of tenants assume that the same securities that, renters were getting, they assume that, homeowners are getting the same securities. So I think, and it created this real uncomfortable balance for like tenants and owners. And I remember watching it happen because it got a little weird with me and building management here. because I was paying because I had PPP grants and
Yeah, a
other
lot of
business
people were
grants that
taking
came out to help the business. It was like I was able to pay the rent timely, but then when those resources went away, and now it's like, all right, bro, I took care of you. I need you to be patient with me for a few months. I'm gonna get you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so it did like create a little friction between me and building management, but I can safely say at this point we've recovered and we're back. We're no longer in the red. So it was a tough journey, but we're back and we're like functioning like we were before the pandemic. So it's like, so I get that 6 month. Bro, give me
Yeah,
some more month, bro.
exactly.
Just
Give me
saying.
some
You didn't put
time.
them out though, did you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What are we talking about?
I thought I had a problem.
There goes my story.
Listen, yeah, we had to do what we had to do for sure.
But you recently put them out because you weren't able to put people out during
we
the
had to-
pandemic, right?
That is correct. So we had to do it very smart, very clever, in order to get them out.
Do you have a tenant in there that's paying now?
So we actually just rented out the second floor. It's a 3-bedroom. And we are currently still looking for somebody to rent out the first bedroom.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're still waiting
it's
for
a
that first month?
Well, yes.
I get
We
you.
just got rid of all of our tenants. Now we want to start out fresh.
Nice. Oh, so you're on a clean slate now. Wow. And you get to pull their real credit report.
Yes, definitely we'll be doing background checks.
Yeah. Well, you got Javiana on your side,
Yes,
your best
yes,
friend.
she has been a super
Has she been
big
giving you
help.
any consultation in any of these matters?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Javiana is a huge help. And, I can definitely count on her for any advice when it has to do with real estate.
How long you guys known each other?
We've met each other when we were working in HR because we're both, we both have our
HR specialist?
our degrees in HR. So we met at a job working there.
Tell me about
and,
your education. Like, where did you get your master's?
University of Phoenix. So I currently have a Bachelor of Science in Business Management with a concentration of HR. So I have like a HR certificate as well.
Y'all better be
So how did you
educated
become-
and black and beautiful.
Let's thank you.
How'd you go into regional recruiting?
Honestly, I probably did any job that you can think of, from medical billing and coding.
Oh, you was just, I
assistant.
get it. You were a jack of
At
all
one
trades trying to
point,
figure out
I
what's
was all
yeah.
over the place, but then I just really found a passion in helping people provide for their families and create a better space for people in general. And I just wanted to be in that space to help people.
Is it
kind of
just in Connecticut
get
or
full
outside
circle.
of Connecticut that you're helping people?
Right now, just in Connecticut currently, but I do know that my job does plan to have me go to different states and help other startup companies to help them kind of get their.
So your company is selling your service.
Yes,
Don't
I
let them
know,
do
I
that.
know.
You
That
know
is
what I mean?
true. That is, I know I'm a seller at heart.
I'm just
But
saying.
they pay for the travel.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
you are the solution. So
Yes,
right?
Yes, we put the human resources.
I'm
that's
just,
for sure.
if they're distributing human resources, what's your cut?
Yeah, that definitely will.
Just
be
putting it on the radio. Javiana, help her with that.
I got a question. How do you manage being a wife, a mom, and having a career and all of
Clothing
your
line,
other your other businesses? Like, how do you find the balance? Because when I was reading the bio and you said you got all these kids, because I got a lot of kids too,
Yeah.
and you were still coming out on a Saturday morning all the way from Connecticut, I'm like, damn, she doing a lot.
How old are
manage?
your kids?
Thank you. So 18, 16, 15, and 7.
Wow.
No, 14 and 7.
Wow. So how you
Yeah.
manage all that?
It's not easy. I try to give time to everything that I can, as best as I can, but there's always going to be something that I'm going to fall short of, right? So, weekends I try to save for my family. Monday through Thursday, I try to grind out with my job, grind out with my business, and get everything done in that period of time, because you won't be productive if you burn out. So I try to give my time as much as I can to.
Yeah, I'm actually just learning the art of rest.
Yes.
There's a whole thing. You gotta know what your limit is before your exhaustion is falling in.
Absolutely.
And lately I've been understanding when I feel exhaustion. So what what saying or quote do you use to get you going in the morning?
I would say, make every day count, because time is the only thing that we can't change. Once it's gone, it's gone. So definitely just making every day count, and putting your mission at top. For instance, my goal in life is to provide a good future for my children and do that by being an entrepreneur and not needing a company. Yes, I do work right now, but eventually I would like to, not work.
Right. Wow. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
I mean, that's all of our goals, right? Is to have enough
discipline.
And it's just having the multiple streams of income that could allow us and afford us to have time for the things you really want to do. Because after you build it, who do you hand it off to manage? That's what I tell people all the time. Like, okay, you built this amazing thing. You got the model going. It's making money. Who could you hand it off? Who could you pay to manage it now so you can move on to another project and still get your investment?
Exactly. I want this to be a generational thing. I want my children to also be entrepreneurs. That's the reason why, I started this. They definitely have been the foundation of everything that I do.
Are they helping you with the business? Are they packing up the
sure
shipments
are.
and dropping
I have
off
them,
to UPS?
Marking inventory when I sell stuff, crossing out the inventory so I can keep everything.
Which one of them do you consider as the accountant, or you don't trust any of them on accounting yet?
Probably my oldest daughter, Kai. I usually have her. She's good with the computers and the spreadsheets and all that. Because I know in the beginning, there was lots of sleepless nights. I was up contacting vendors. You have to fill the material, make sure it's good enough to sell, because I don't want to sell anything cheap. So it was definitely building those relationships in the beginning and finding out where to get your products from and how long the shipping takes and the packaging. That was also expensive. So it was definitely a lot of time and effort put into the business that I currently have. And I definitely want to take this thing to the top.
Nice. What I tell people all the time is don't do it all on your own. Because it's correct. While you could be efficient at doing it on your own, imagine if there were 8 people simultaneously doing all the tasks that you need to get done. So that thing that would have took you 8 days to do could take 1 day if you had the 8 people.
Absolutely. I agree with that, because I know right now Black women are the number one entrepreneurs. We're opening up, we're the number one business owners right now. And
because you guys have the right, there's in business, a lot of businesses lack compassion, right? And a consumer, the purchase of an item for money that you've earned is a very passionate experience, right? A lot of these businesses just don't have the compassion that someone is giving their hard dollar that they worked and earned to you for a service or a product that you presented as the right one, right? So the management of the business should have some sort of compassion so that it just trickles down to the thing you're trading, like the cash for the product. And I feel like just women have a better understanding of that trade, the hard-earned dollar. And maybe because of the inequity and
in the workplace?
Yeah, the inequity of the pay, the salaries are I feel like women in general have a better compassion for how the dollar is spent than a man.
I think that women in general just have better compassion overall, just because naturally,
there is a percentage of women that just be BMFing though. Let's not get crazy. but I'm saying because I feel like women kind of have a better understanding of how important it is to manage the dollar.
Absolutely.
Than a lot of men, because
we're naturally,
we get paid a little more, so we splurge a little more. You know what I mean? Or we just don't manage it properly.
Looking at the end goal and what we want for.
It takes
even though
a while.
you have the same goals and what you want for the future, we kind of try to navigate. Okay, how do we figure this out? Here's the plan.
Yeah, for a long time managing the business upstairs, I was very private and wanted to handle and manage things on my own and didn't want to share. And now I'm like.
This call.
Here's the lease, yo. Here's the lease, yo.
Exactly.
Here's the phone bill. Here's the cable bill. Yeah, this is where we at. Yeah, I gave everything except access to the bank account because I'm not sure yet.
Absolutely.
But I'm pushing it all out though.
Right.
I'm pushing it all out because I don't want to manage it. I don't want to deal with it. This is what the books look like. This is where we are. Yo, guys, what you want to do with it?
Exactly.
And I'm so transparent with the team about where we are financially, and it creates such a relief for me. I'm not as stressed out as I used to be because I used to hold all that responsibility and accountability to myself, and I could push it out. Who's going to distribute it? Who's going to mix it? Who's going to master it? Who's going to make sure that bill got paid? Who's going to make sure that got paid? I don't deal with it all myself. Now I could just walk in and be like, yo, where we at? All right, cool. Then we got to do this, and this. And then when I say like the past 2 years, it's been a lot easier.
You can't be a one-man show.
Yeah, it's been a lot easier. And some people left because
The pressure.
they left because they noticed I was splitting out the opportunities and that we were growing. And I had to, like, unfortunately allow people to leave our circle because they didn't understand growth.
Right. Everybody doesn't understand growth or change.
I mean, people I've known for 20 years that I thought was going to be my ace.
I bet.
On the way out, like when we laughing at the table with millions,
right,
having dinner, like, yo, remember when we struggled?
Everybody doesn't respect.
They didn't make it to it.
Like the struggle and where you come from. So sometimes when you move up the ladder, you have to let a few people go.
I guess we could move. I guess we could wrap up at this point.
Okay.
This is my song playing in the background. It's sort of video pop up. Yeah, I got a song called "Feel Away," so this is a good time to play that record. Yes, when I give a big round of applause to Christina from Poetic Vibes.
Poetic Vibes.
Yes, I will be coming out with some new. I will be rebranding, coming out with some new material. So definitely look out for it in the fall. Poeticvibes.com. And you can
that's VYBS.
That is
VYBZ.
Yes. And you can catch me.
What was VYBZ, right?
You got that. VYBZ. And you can
right.
catch me on Instagram at Poetic Vibes, OFC, and on Facebook at Ella Martinez.
Nice. We'll be right back. I got all my friends in the building. The commissioner's keeping me in check, and she got some news for us. I think the strangers are after us today, no? Yeah. And then Javiana's in the building with us, and of course, Christina. We'll be right back. This is Saturdays with Mr. L and Friends.
How many of us have them?
See, she didn't do it with us.
You know, I didn't know.
Or created habit. Tucked away my ego to make us ethical. Was staying equal. Now I'm at the bottom of the fridge with my tears. Starting all over was always a I should feel away, 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 feel away. And I don't. I should feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away. And I won't. I should feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away. And I don't. I should feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away, feel away.
What's up, y'all? This is Saturdays with Mr. L and Friends.
How many of us have them? Hey.
I wonder if Javiana and Christina knew that I was a recording artist, and we've been playing all More Beats music, all the music.
Oh yeah, all the music that you heard is part of the 28 projects that we put out over the last 3 years. Like every single song.
Every single song. We don't have to use nobody catalog for what we do.
Yo, I got a phone call yesterday, right? I was moving around doing stuff.
Moving
in the world, right?
Right.
And Owen called me. Well, he didn't call me. He sent me a text. He was working.
Right.
And was he working? I think he was at work.
Right.
And like I said, I'm moving around. We don't spill wine, but all right. So anyway, he sends me a text, right? And he said,
that's what she said.
He said, I need a favor. He said, I need a favor. Right. So I immediately called him back like, hey, what you need?
Right.
And what he needed, I took care of within like 10 minutes. It was done. It was good. But this is something I think a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking. So this is something else I was thinking about this morning.
To be a thinker.
When he texted me and said, I need a favor, my automatic response was,
got it?
What? Right, got it. What can I do for you? As opposed to, hey, can you do me a favor? Because if you ask me, can I do some shit?
Wait a minute. You just turned this into a way to ask you for some shit?
No.
Are you trying to train me on how to ask for a favor?
No, I'm not. No.
I'm sorry. Okay.
No, I'm talking about my husband.
Okay, I'm trying to pay attention.
I'm
checking the context of the conversation.
I'm saying in general.
Right.
I didn't realize how important it was to use how your words are so important. I know words are important, but him saying I need a favor as opposed to can you do me a favor? It just made it like an automatic, hey, what you need? I got you. Like if you tell me you need me as my people.
But what if your response was, I can't help you right now? Can you call me back?
No, that's Owen. So whatever he asked me,
You know me, I'm gonna throw a wrench in there.
Well, that's Owen.
Let's see if this engine really worked properly.
With that being said, what O asks for, O gets. Anyway, let's finish the news real quick.
Strangers is upstairs waiting.
Yeah,
You hear about the Wire actor?
Yes, the actor from
Lance
The
Reddick?
Wire, Lance Reddick.
I know him from John Wick.
I know him from
John Wick.
The Wire, and I couldn't figure it out until you was like, "Oh, that's a dude from The Wire." After you looked it up.
I knew before that. Come on.
I knew that I knew him.
I knew before I.
But let's talk about this real quick. So in Texas, I haven't gotten an update. I haven't looked for an update because I'd be a little busy sometimes. Right. But this week they were supposed to be making a decision about the abortion pill called mifepristone.
You actually know how to pronounce that?
Yes, okay. Mifepristone.
Not bad.
Sometimes you just got to Google it and have Google say the shit for you.
So it's an abortion pill.
It's an abortion pill,
right?
Right, and this is one of the 2 pills that are used when you have an abortion. You can take a medical
abortion.
Not medical. They're all medical.
Right. Yeah.
But a pill where you can have an abortion.
An abortion without
surgery,
right.
without the actual procedure. And this pill has been being used for 20 years, and now lawmakers in Texas are trying to ban it.
Why are they trying to ban it?
They're saying that the FDA didn't do their due diligence and the research, and that
FDA fuck up all the time.
Yes, the FDA fucks up all the time. But what people need to understand is that every pill that you take, whether it's a Tylenol, an Excedrin, or a prescription medication, there's studies done. You know that I know that there's studies done based on the class that I took to become a clinical research specialist. So the clinical research.
But what I say to you is it possible a lot of people are getting sick from it?
A lot of people people have side effects. Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
But what they're trying to do, this isn't about people getting sick. This is Women's History Month, right? This is about them trying to take away the rights of women to choose whether or not they want to have children. Not only that, this pill is also used if you have an ectopic pregnancy, and it allows you can't have an ectopic pregnancy. You can't give birth to an ectopic pregnancy.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I don't know enough about the subject.
All right. So anyway,
I'm assuming
in Texas, they're trying to ban the
of
abortion pill nationwide because they're looking at the FDA saying that they haven't done their due diligence. So stay out my womb. That's it. You don't even need to have an opinion.
I'm not.
Cool.
I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say maybe they should pick on the FDA for checking other pills,
like Viagra. Because this is
my
thing.
You don't want your guy to have Viagra.
Listen, the thing is this. The thing is this. If your dick don't get hard naturally, then maybe it's not supposed to, and you ain't supposed to have no more sex. I don't know. Because I'm just saying. Because people,
just like
no. Let me finish.
Me on your equipment.
No, hold on.
How about you don't pick on my equipment?
Nobody is picking on it. But if you can get Viagra to keep your penis hard just for pleasure, then I have the right to choose whether or not I want to change my life by having a whole bunch of children,
we just mind each other's business,
or I want to manage my health and well-being. I'm just saying.
It is 12:01
So, well,
PM.
I'm just saying, if you banning abortion pills, ban Viagra. That's all
March
I'm saying.
Madness started last week.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I just put it there because somebody
International Waters
does.
is opening a new
International
location
Waters,
today.
which we share space with here at Newtown Radio.
Opening up their new
They're
location.
opening up their new location. I think it's over on Scott Street.
Yes, on Scott Street.
Yeah, I think it's on Scott Street. So we probably got to stop by there and
Maybe.
say hey. Absolutely.
Maybe not. Buttermilk 420.
Buttermilk 420. Diesel L. He has his annual
Cannabis
New York
Freedom
Cannabis
Festival.
Freedom Festival coming up on obviously 420.
Yep.
So some more Beats artists will be performing there.
Highly
He'll be on the show in the next week or two to promote, to
Freedom
promote
Cannabis.
his business.
Yeah, Cannabis
Yes.
Freedom Fest. Yeah.
And Buttermilk 420 Farms over on what's that? Down on Bushwick.
I feel like we left everything. We said
Good
everything
point.
except for the 10 people that got charged with second-degree murder in Virginia.
Oh yeah, so in Virginia, there was a man who was in psychiatric custody, in a psychiatric hospital in psychiatric custody.
7 people
He
and
was
3 employees, right? 7 deputies. These are officers.
Seven
Right.
police officers and 3 medical professionals in the facility
Held them down.
have been charged with second-degree murder, right?
They held them
Because
down
they
for
held
12
them down
minutes.
for 12 minutes. And again, if you're having a mental health crisis, whatever, you're schizophrenic, whatever is going on, yes, you're going to have erratic behavior. Like, these things happen. They got to do better about dealing with it.
Oh. France is having a pension reform.
Oh, yeah.
That
So
has nothing to do with us.
it doesn't, but I mean, the thing, hold on now. You saying it don't have nothing to do
don't.
with us.
Yeah.
But the way banks is closing and all of these things, what happens there,
So the
These
retirement
things-
age increased from 62 to 64, right?
yes.
And they're protesting losing.
They what?
They're protesting losing.
That's one word, protesting.
Protesting, but you
Nah.
put protester on here. That's why it threw me off.
Because you don't read the notes
Right.
beforehand.
And the parliament
anyway.
sings the national anthem as new laws.
Oh
result.
yeah, so over there they real crazy when they be having their
Protests.
Congress and all. No, when they be having their Congress meetings and making decisions.
But in France they schedule
no,
protests.
What
like,
I'm
on
saying is though
Saturdays.
they be in Parliament going off like acting crazy,
and they sung the national anthem.
and they sang the French national anthem while they were
Strangers is in the building.
Strangers in the building.
Noonish to two bitch.
They've been real
They've been
before
early-ish
noonish.
lately.
Yeah, they've been real before noonish. But this is what
This is
we got. What,
March 18th, 2023.
March 18, 2000.
52 degrees outside. We need to get the hell up out of here.
52 degrees. Bunch of shit still to do.
Bunch of shit still to do.
I think I should work on the song today. More beats. Anyway, this is
Yeah, I
Saturdays with
swear, you
Mr.
just
L
give
and
me-
friends.
Oh, this is and how many of us have them. And that's the commissioner. I'm Mr. L. Our friends are in the building. Strangers in the building. Javion in the building. And Christina's in the building. I never say her last name. Christina Smith is in the building.
Christina
Sorry
Smith.
about that.
Check out Poetic Vibes, VYBZ.
Thank you for saying that.
And also Porchlight Group. If you want to, if you're an entrepreneur, you're looking for a
Serious
consultation to get your credit together, to get your business lines of credit
investment.
in line.
Get it right. Yeah.
She bought 2 multi-family properties in 6 months.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
I'm with it.
I'm about to buy this
I got
building.
about $47 every 2 weeks to invest, so I'm ready. One at a time, right? One at a time, right?
Can I take it out with airbags? I got the song with
rest of your
airbags with
weekend.
O-bags.
Peace.
We'll be out of here. See y'all next week.
Hey, we back at it again. Bagsy. What up, Al?
Still flexing his passport. Still dropping his music. Still landing his business.